Vlahovic to Arsenal. Patino to Juventus swap considered by Arsenal. Looks like Arsenal are really trying to find means of really signing in players that are obviously going to see to it that they don't cost them a lot, and they want to use what they have to get what they don't have. This is the swap deal of Vlahovic and Charlie Patino. Is it gonna happen? What is Rokani's view onto this? Is there anything positive about this? I'm gonna break it down. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David. So much to like, button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And as I told you yesterday, we went ahead to hit a magic number of 19,000 subscribers, and now we call upon you guys to subscribe in the remaining 2 weeks to see to it that everything really goes on as to plan onto this beautiful channel of ours, such that we find ourselves in a situation of hitting 20,000 subscribers. I know this is possible. It's very, 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 very possible, and let's give it a very huge go at this level. Now, let's see close to 100 likes on this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's continue to really bring you the stories as they come in through. Now, there is a website called TV Play. Arsenal could look to use Juventus' interest in signing Charlie Patino to add their pursuit of striker Dusan Vlahovic. Now, Arsenal are searching in for world-class striker, proven. When we talk about proven strikers, Vlahovic is one of the most proven strikers in the world, and I tell you, out of all the strikers that Arsenal are looking at, this guy is the most talented. You know, he's the most clinical, provided the team creates him chances. He has been unlucky that at Juventus, they've had a drop-off and they've not been able to strengthen him and really surround him with better quality players. And his numbers have gone ahead to cut down from those that he was at Fiorentina to those that he was at Juventus. And he has also gotten ahead. He has also gone ahead to get some injuries, right? That have gone ahead to act as a very huge block into his career. But it looks like Arsenal are really trying to do everything to see to it that everything really goes on plan. Now, I've seen people in the comment section always telling me, Rokani, those are lies. I tell you, what we do is we react to stories. This is what we do. And the beautiful thing is we tell you the source. If you feel like you are doubting, you can as well go and look for that source and this story, you'll find them there. So, and I would like to let you know that transfer business has gone ahead to shift. It's no longer Fabrizio Romano who breaks the story. You know, it's no longer David Austin who breaks the story. It's fourth, third-tier journalists that come out through and break the stories. After breaking the stories, then we wait for the confirmation. You know, for the confirmation from Fabrizio Romano, David Austin, the Jacobs Ben of this world. That's where the world has gone ahead to be right about now. So I don't want to really find it. I don't want to really send a message to everyone who doubts this. But all I want to let you know is that we are reactionary. We bring you the story, we tell you the source, and we tell you what you should be thinking about this. Now, Patino Charlie, I think, is at Swansea, right? That's where Arsenal is going to hit on him. And he's really doing great. And Juventus is rumored to be interested into the player known as Charlie Patino. And if Arsenal can find any better way, right, to really do a swap or use Patino as a make weight for this deal, I think it will be something great, because Arsenal don't want to really spend the money they would have gone ahead to spend in the summer, but they want to find means of getting in players by offloading some of those they have and really getting those that they feel like they want. And I'm going to be very worried if at all Arsenal accomplish this winter transfer window without bringing any signing that is really very, very important, because they also know it at the back of their mind that they need more and more and more players at the club of Arsenal to see to it that they compete for the trophy. And trust me, if Arsenal does not work hard this season to win the Premier League, next season it's gonna be hard. Why? Right now they're competing with only Man City. They're competing with only Man City and Liverpool. One will say, why aren't you counting Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur? I think at a certain point X they'll be off. Spurs started the season when they're on top, but right now they're 5 points off the Premier League table, and they've gone ahead to play a game in hand ahead of Liverpool, meaning that if at all Liverpool win that game, the stretch will go to 7. So I don't see in any way Spurs and Aston Villa come to the party or join the party. Now, next season, Spurs would have gone ahead to get in more players. Aston Villa would have gone ahead to get in more players. Man United, Sir Jim Ratcliffe coming in through, that means a lot is going to change, in the running of the administration of United, and the footballing matters are going to be really well dealt with, meaning that Ten Hag is going to be backed, and he's going to be having a sporting director, meaning that he's going to be working in an atmosphere like the one he was in with at Ajax. That will cause a lot of unrest for a team like Arsenal. So I see this one as the very huge chance for Arsenal to obviously push to the last, to either obviously win this league, because next season I don't think it's gonna be any better, because very many clubs will strengthen up and will go for the party, and even the players that Arsenal want, they are going to compete for them with teams that are going to compete with him in the summer. So it would have been very wise for Arsenal to go in and get in players during the winter transfer window, because that's when Arsenal will have what we call an advantage, Now, if they really utilize this chance, I think they can obviously get to where they deserve to be. But the big question is, does Juventus want Charlie Patino? Let's come in and see the stories that came in through from Tuttosport. Tuttosport reported that Juventus is reportedly showing interest in Arsenal's 20-year-old midfielder Charlie Patino. The Bianconeri is even prepared to offer Moise Kean in a deal. Juventus hope the inclusion of Kean will entice the Gunners to consider the proposed exchange. The player is currently on a loan at EFL Championship club Swansea. This was Tutto, Marketo Web, all coming in through from Italy. Now, the other person that came in and told us about Charlie Patino was Fabrizio Romano. He told us that Charlie Patino, the Arsenal youngster, out on loan at Swansea. He has been linked as a target for Juventus, but again, I'm not aware of anything between Juventus and Patino at the moment. Decisions will be made in the second half of 2024, not now. From Arsenal's perspective, they are happy with Charlie Patino's progress this season, and the agreement with Swansea was probably a smart decision by the club when they had to resolve his future back in the summer. So, for Fabrizio Romano, he's telling us that he has no confirmation that Arsenal is interested in Charlie Patino. That is it. He has no confirmation that Arsenal is interested in Juventus is interested in Charlie Patino. So where does this leave? So that means if there is no interest of Charlie Patino at Juventus, then it's gonna require Arsenal to put in the money that Juventus want to buy this player. And I know Vlahovic will push for this. Juventus is really struggling, and they're not playing the Champions League, though this season we're going to hate to resurrect. But does he really see Juventus, thriving over any Premier League team? I don't think that Juventus can even knock out, if I don't do the Champions League, I don't think that Juventus can even knock out Tottenham Hotspur or Aston Villa. You get? So it shows you how the levels of the Serie A is going to have to drop off, especially for Juventus. And for Juventus to obviously get back to where they're supposed to be, it's going to take them a lot of time, because they'll need a huge investment. Remember, they are having very few star players like they used to be. I think Chiesa, Vlahovic, who else do they have who is a star? So they need to build up that squad to see that they complement the qualities of Vlahovic. So guys, what do you make about Vlahovic to Arsenal, Charlie Patino to Juventus swap deal? You know, what do you make about it? Do you think Arsenal can utilize onto that? All else, as Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to tell us that he hasn't had any information about this. What would Arsenal do to get in Dusan Vlahovic? And remember, Arsenal is so much linked to very many strikers, and there is another one I'm going to come up to and obviously discuss about. Your reactions are hugely welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and we out.